Hey guys. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Mom Juice Monday. Hope everybody's got their mom juice. We have our special victim for tonight. It is the last show for the year. We're going to take a couple of weeks off.
Yep.
So we better say hi to everybody, sis.
Yes.
Who do we got? We have got Will. We've got Nicole, Ken, Stan. Good to see you guys.
Yes. Got Zach.
Brother Kurt, Zach. Am I keeping up?
I know. I saw Gershon. I saw Iron Dog.
Kaiju. Is that right? Kaiju?
I think so. You know me. You pronounce better than I do. I struggle.
Kike.
Kike.
Who else do we got in?
Kyra Shay. Hi, sweetheart.
Yes.
Almond Pies.
Nicole was in earlier. Or did
Nicole was in. Yep. Yeah. Chris, hey, Iron Dog.
Yeah. Oh, look, Celtic Balls is in.
Yay. He never lets me have any fun. Hollywood Texoma.
Yes.
Juicy G's in here.
No, GCG.
Oh,
GCG. I was like, no, don't tell me that. Pepper's in here. Blaker's Python's in here. U-Turn's in here.
Yep. Matt.
Patrick's in here. Do we have everybody?
Oh, we have
Thomas is in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we did.
Do we have everybody? All right. We better bring out Gershon because we made him stay in the back.
I know, as we went through the list.
Okay, as we ran through the list, let's bring out Gershon.
Hello.
Gershon, this is a special one for me because you are the one that gave me my start and kind of kicked me through the door. So this is like the prize at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah.
For me, because this is the last show of the season. So I am so glad you are the last victim of the year.
Thank you. I am honored to be the last victim. Greatly appreciated. And all I did was tell you to go do your thing. And you start doing your thing, and it's been magical. So I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you didn't keep the fears from stopping you from doing it, because I know we were talking and you were worried about it. I was like, you got to push them down.
I was absolutely scared to death. I kept telling you I was not ready for this. I did not want to do this.
You do such a good job, though. And then I got to watch you interact at Tinley at Big D's place. So, and that was awesome. Like the positive. Like you just encouraging, like I told you, it's pretty cool to see that. So definitely uplifting.
Thank you.
He gives me such positive feedback that it's so easy to kind of get out there and do what you have to do, because I'm just like, Gershon, I can't do this. And he's like, oh yeah, you can.
I just push out what I want to see in the community. And I know I wanted someone to be that positive for me and give me that encouragement and let me feel like I can't fail. That is something hard to find. And so I try to do that for everyone I can do that, because you never know what that might give somebody the courage to do. And they might change our industry in a way we won't even see coming. So trying to put all that positive energy out there, and hopefully it does positive stuff in the community. That's the goal.
Yeah, there's too much negative. I was about to say nakedness, but negative.
there might be too much right there. There might be too much nakedness. You never know. Well, it started out, I think they were plotting against me, because I think Jeffrey went to him and said, I want, there to be a girls show that it's just all girls, and they're like, that's a great idea. It's gonna be. And then now here we are with two
shows. You were voluntold.
Yeah, I was voluntold. Yeah,
he did plant that seed. He did plant that
seed. And now here we are with a Victim Monday. So
yes, I mean, you guys took the idea and ran with it. Like, I love what you're doing with Saturdays with the women. love that. And then you realize like, hey, we got time, we could do something else. And you came up with a whole nother show on your own and just took off and did it. Amazing.
Angie and I have such a good rapport together, and we are just like sisters. We get along so well, and we love each other so much that we can come at each other with the love that we have and say what we need to say. And we know at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, what you said to me is right. And I love you still. And it's okay. And we're okay with it. And it carries over into what we do. So, and we play off each other so well that it's fun bringing that into a show and kind of cutting up with everybody else. So
nice.
It's a lot of fun.
You mesh, I think. You click with people, and we just clicked, and it just worked. So.
It does. It absolutely does. So, Gershon, tell us a little bit about yourself, because I don't think anybody knows anything about you.
It's possible. It's possible. As much as I get told that, hey, you're the guy that tells everybody to get on YouTube. It's like, yeah, that's me. That's me. So that's as much as people mostly know about me. But like I said, I'm Gershon. I run GP Snakes YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, and breeder of GP Snakes. I said that weirdly. See, this is what happens. I get nervous too. But I breed ball pythons. I've been doing it for roughly 7 to 8 years. I really actually started trying to be more business oriented with it for the last like 5 years. So I'm really trying to learn the business aspect of it and be better at that. And, you know, the social media and all that good stuff that comes with it. I, always had animals as a kid, caught wild lizards, caught wild frogs, kept those. Mom told me I could not have a snake because she said I could have any animal I wanted as long as it had legs. So the first time I finally moved out, I got my first snake and fell in love with ball pythons, just learning about them, researching, learning how to breed them. And then my wife got me, at the time she was my girlfriend, got me a second snake. And then I got 4 more. She was like, hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing? A lot of snakes real quick. It's like, oh, I'm learning how to breed them. So she stuck with me as I accumulated more snakes. And now we're here trying to expand this into a business and grow it and be able to bring not only quality animals to multiple people in the industry, but also bring positive vibes throughout the industry and help the industry grow and the community grow and us become a huge positive force within this world. That's the goal for me anyway.
You're always smiling and in a positive mood whenever I see you. Even when people call you DW. Which I have to say, what did we have? No, we had, I think it was my son. We had him chase down DW and thought it was you. Yep. Well, like you say, you can't confuse 2 black guys with dreads, right?
Yeah, surprisingly, everybody assumes he's me. No one ever comes up to me and be like, hey, Dre, how are you doing? Never. And he has like such a bigger platform than me. He's been on YouTube longer, has more followers. And I'm like, hey, I'm just hitting those people. Like people, I'm just sticking in their minds. You got to stick in their minds more.
You both just like play it off. You just like, yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. We were walking around Tinley October, just walking around. People, you could see people were like, hey, are they brothers?
I know.
So we did that. I don't know if you guys seen it. We did the Spider-Man pose. Me, Dre, and Mike. We did the Spider-Man pose.
Oh my god.
I'm a big comic book nerd, anime. I love all that. So for me, that was a highlight of the whole Tinley for me right there. Besides looking at all the amazing animals, that moment alone was just amazing for me.
That's cool. Who's your favorite comic man or your comic
Spider-Man?
Is it
Spider-Man?
Okay.
So it goes. So my top 3 are Spider-Man, Batman, and Black Panther. Those are my top 3.
Did you get this earlier?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And see, my son, his favorite is Spider-Man, so we buy him all the Spider-Man ornaments and stuff. And my daughter's is Batman, so she gets all the Batman stuff. We do not know you, Turn, so you might be the next victim. So just be on the lookout. Yeah, just be careful. Wait a minute, which
you?
That's me.
You can tell I got like a box of stuff to ship out here. Yeah, so.
I probably do look like I'm hanging at the bar. Probably so.
No.
I got the moonshine juice and the big earrings and
so I was gonna have a Jack and Coke, just to relax, but then with all the snow we might be getting, I was like, I probably should be sober. Yeah, exactly. So I probably should be a little sober.
Right. Yes. Oh man. So do you guys only have ball pythons, or do you have what else? Are you other?
So I started. My first snake was a ball python. My second snake was a green tree python. No, red-tailed boa. My third snake was a green tree python, and then my fourth snake was an emerald tree boa. So, like, I got a weird assortment at first, and then I started to go down the path of just getting ball pythons. So my emerald tree boa had passed away, and then my green tree python passed away. But I still have my red-tailed boa. I got her when she was a month old. She's like 9 years old now. She's almost 8 feet long. So she's the only other snake I have that's not a ball python. So everything else is ball pythons, but her. I do plan, hopefully down the road, to get into breeding green tree pythons. Not on a huge scale, but just like 2 or 3 or 4 here and there, because I always wanted to do that. I just know they're a lot more difficult to breed and have a lot more, let's say, breeding mishaps where animals don't make it per se, and they're a lot more delicate to breed than compared to ball pythons, because you just put them in the tub, they lock, then you put the eggs in the incubator and wait. Green tree pythons, not so much. You have to be on top of your temperatures all the time, humidity. So I know that's going to be heartbreaking because I'm sad when I lose ball pythons, and compared to green tree pythons, there's a lot more failures than success in that, especially in the beginning. So mentally, I'm trying to prepare myself to go down that road one day, but I would like to do that. And I would like to possibly breed emerald tree boas at least one time, just to go through that process of live birth. I think that's really cool and really interesting, and that's one of my favorite non-ball python snakes. Like, I want to get an emerald tree boa to have as a big display and have it there just to hang out and chill with. So that's a snake I will eventually have as a forever pet, to have as a big display and everything. I think that's really cool.
The slimy birth.
Yeah. It is so weird to see it too, because I watch a couple YouTube videos of it happening, and the fact that they come out and just ready to start crawling up, it's weird and amazing at the same time.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh man, that is one thing that, I can't say. Yeah, we won't be doing that.
Hey, Tammy. Hey, Kyle. Now, you said your mom said that you couldn't have anything that didn't have legs.
Oh, yes.
I would have been that smart ass kid that would have,
never
made legs for
Yes, you would have.
That would have been me.
See, I never even thought about doing that. I never even thought about it. I was just like, okay, gotta have legs. It just has that legs. And then I did want a spider at one point in time, just because I was scared of spiders, and I wanted to get one to try to get over that fear of them. And she was like, that's too many legs. It's too many legs. It's like pick.
So was
Which
there
one
like
is
a
it?
limit? 4 legs?
Apparently, 4 legs was the limit. Apparently, 4 legs was the limit.
Yeah. You could have said like, what is it? Is it 8? Because I wanted a tarantula forever, but not no more. You've been like, hey, it's got like 2 arms, isn't it? Oh God, Doctor, what? He's the little arm Marvel character that. Oh man.
Oh, Dr. Octopus.
Yes. There, you could have passed it off as that.
I kind of wanted an octopus at about maybe 7 years ago. I kind of wanted an octopus. I fell into a YouTube hole where I was looking at manta rays because my friend was actually breeding them, and I was getting interested in them, and somehow I got onto octopus, and I started learning about them being pets and how you can have a pet octopus, but it's very difficult because they can literally squeeze out of any enclosure almost. So you really have to have a certain kind of enclosure for them. And
yeah,
I was like, that might be too much for me. I don't know if I'll be able to take care of an octopus the way it should be taken care of, at least at this point in stage. Maybe down the road, but I thought they were really fascinating. Just learning about them.
They can open a peanut butter jar. Well, they can open any jar, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, not just peanut butter, but
they're not exclusively peanut butter openers. No. They get all the jars.
And only like smooth or crunchy.
Didn't we learn a trick? Don't you put like grass or something up by the lid?
I'm trying to. We watched some videos.
We watched some videos,
and that keeps
they were cool too.
Is that
there's something like because they think they're on land.
Oh,
they won't crawl out.
Oh,
yeah.
Doesn't Kevin Hart or not Kevin? Somebody had one.
Hey, Small Towns Exotics.
I want to say
Eric's in here.
Oh, was it?
Jim.
He's a comedian or somebody.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Right? Yes.
Tracy Ruff.
Yes,
no.
Tracy
Morgan. Tracy Morgan. He had one. That's where I think I saw the first one, and I was like, you can keep those. So I think that's where I saw it, and that's what got me interested in it.
I think if you watch some videos, I think if you put it's like grass of some sort, turf or something, you put it up. Now, I don't know how exactly you do it, but there's some kind of grass, and they won't crawl out because they think they're on land.
So test it out and let us know.
Okay. If I ever get one, I'll test that out.
Test it out, and then let me know.
Let us know how that goes.
Let me know how it goes.
I wonder if those count as legs for your mama.
Ooh, that would count. That'd be more than 8. That'd be more than 4. So
yeah
that'd be shut down. That'd be shut down.
Yep.
Which sucks. That's a cool pet though.
Mm-hmm.
I did say hi to Jim, right? I said hi to Jim.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said hi to Eric. I said hi to Shane from Small Town. I said hi to Nicole.
I think we're caught up.
I
call Mr. Donahue Hulk.
Oh yes. Yep. As long as it's not the Ben Affleck Batman.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So Ben Affleck Batman is not bad. He's just not a great Bruce Wayne. He's a decent Batman, but he's not a great Bruce Wayne. I'm gonna nerd out, so you guys
Michael
just tell
Keaton.
me.
Michael Keaton. That's how old it is. Michael Keaton and Jack.
I mean, he's a great Batman and Bruce Wayne. That's why he works so well. He was supposed to be coming back to reprise his role as Batman in the Flash movie, but things might not be happening that way. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I've got to get Mr. Donahue to watch Star Wars. He's never seen a Star Wars.
So I am not a huge fan of Star Wars. I know it. My wife likes Star Wars, but she likes the earlier Star Wars. She doesn't like any of the new Star Wars. She's like, that's not for me. I'm only in the OC Star Wars, the original stuff.
The original stuff. He's not seen any, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you gotta have a Star Wars night. There you go.
We gotta have a Star Wars night.
And they're all on Disney Plus now, so you can run through them all.
You can, and they show them on the.
We've got the DVDs. We're gonna go down to the theater one of these nights downstairs, and we're gonna watch them in the theater.
do the marathon. Yep. Do you name your ball pythons?
Yes, I started naming my ball pythons using my YouTube channel. So I would pick 3 names, usually a comic book name, a cartoon name, and an anime name. And I would give people the chance to comment on that video which name they liked, and whichever name got the most comments, that would be that snake's name. So I have I have a Nightcrawler, I have a Cyclops, I have a Black Panther T'Challa chat with Bozeman. You have to say his whole name. I have I'm trying to think. I have a Kagome, I have a Sakura. I have so obscure anime names and cartoons. I have a Dee Dee. I have a Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh my God, Dee Dee. I haven't heard that in forever.
It was one of my favorite cartoons. It's such a good cartoon. It's so funny. So funny.
Laboratory.
Dee Dee, get out of my laboratory. It's a good. It's such a good one. Such a good one. So that's the geeky nerd part of my snakes. I wanted to connect them to that part of me, so I named them after stuff I liked in cartoons and animes I watched. And surprisingly, so many people were like, "Oh, I have that. Oh, I watched that show," and it kind of connected more people to my channel. So it was a win-win situation. I got to name a snake, and you guys got to help, and you guys got a little bit of nostalgia doing it too. So it was fun all around.
That's fun. I would have never thought of that. Ours are named after like the Big Bang Theory and Harry Potter and Frozen and all that. And then you've got the Irish names.
We do have the Irish names. Yep. All of ours are Irish. Yeah.
So, old man's telling Gershon, get with the focus cube.
What is the focus cube?
I don't know. I missed it.
Is that a enclosure company? Okay.
Oh, is that the black cube thing? It's like a.
Is that the one where the guy had the kid pick up the enclosure? It was like, it's so light.
Did I say hi to Casey?
Yeah, you were calling him.
I was goofing.
You call him Juicy J at first.
Well, because I thought Juicy G was coming up in here, and I was gonna have to kick some booty. That's what I thought I was gonna have to do.
Yes.
See, look, everybody says Dexter's Laboratory is awesome. It was such a good show.
Dexter's Laboratory.
It was fun because your mom was back.
So I didn't want to say that, Nicole. I mean, we knew that. I didn't want to have to say that, Nicole. But yes, I would rather not get my butt whooped and just not get a snake at that time.
That's funny.
That's okay. My mama would have whooped mine too.
Come on, Malacio. DC does have some good characters. Don't say that. Marvel is amazing, but DC has some good characters.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. I always say I have questions and they go out the window about 5 seconds in the door.
I mean, but that's a positive thing.
Wears off, and I'm like,
that's a good thing. You're going with the flow. You're letting things happen. You're letting it be organic, which makes it sometimes a great interview that way because you get to see something about somebody you weren't even expecting. So those are still positive ways. I would not have
pegged you to be like a Marvel.
I understand.
So I just wouldn't have. So
I actually had another podcast where I talked about like comic book shows, movies, and news about that. I literally did it for almost a year. It would come out every week. I'd do a podcast and talk about it for like an hour. And I have a whole nother YouTube channel called Blackie Cool. It's still up. At some point I might go back to it. It just got too time consuming to jump between the two.
Yeah. Angie and I do the crime thing.
We do the crime thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my wife does. So this is I don't know if other wives do this, But my wife watches like serial killer shows, documentaries, and I'm like, hey, should I be worried? Because you're learning how to get away with these things by listening to what they did wrong. Should I be worried a little bit? Because I'm a very sound sleeper and I don't hear stuff.
Because Mr. Donahue, he puts up Post-it notes all over the house. Just in case they ever come.
I tell him it's interesting to see how people think that way. That's the only reason I'm watching it, sweetheart. That's it. That's the only reason. No. Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute. How do you know about Blue Star? How do you know about What do you mean? Illumination and all. What are you talking about? You're not in law enforcement. And I'm like, you are. I need to know these things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. See, look, I even told you.
I need to know about. Like Post-it note.
Oh, man. It is funny. No, it's funny.
Hey, Baileys. Glad you're here.
Dominique.
Is Dom in? Did I see?
I think so. I always forget that there's like a little delay.
Are you looking ahead?
I am. I'm so bad at that. And then, yeah. And that's why yeah. Okay, eventually she's going to be in here. Ma'am, I'm terrible.
Oh.
Those are the Chihuahuas. Yeah, those are the Chihuahuas.
We have a little pocket piranha upstairs.
Yeah, so those dogs we got from my uncle when he passed away about 7 years ago. We were the only people the dogs did like. Everybody else would get bit. Huh?
Yeah.
You gonna eat?
Oh my God, no. Bro, do you want to drink?
No, I got water. I'm good. Thank you. She did this. This is a phone. I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, it is.
She was like, you want some of this? I was like, that's a phone. Who am I talking to?
Sis, Tom.
Hey.
But like I was saying, we were the only people the dogs liked. Everybody else they would nip at, so we had to take them, and they've been with us for 7 years. Pepper and Max. Pepper is the girl and Max is the boy. Of course, that makes perfect sense. But they are, they're really. They don't like anybody but us.
I know.
Honestly.
They don't.
They really don't. They're so mean to everybody. And I'm like, guys, you got to stop being mean to everybody.
Yep.
It kind of sounds like Mr. Donahue.
That's why we call our Rigby a pocket piranha.
Hey, Ronald.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Just a little bit.
This morning he called me squirrel.
Oh.
Because when we were filming yesterday, it was like, squirrel, 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 because I couldn't focus. I was like trying to film that video, and I was just like, from here to here to here to here to here to here. It's like, focus. Focus. I'm like,
It is.
we got it done, didn't we? That's all that matters.
As long
Exactly.
as you right? Oh my goodness.
As long as the video gets out there,
Right?
we're all good.
So do you have a favorite morph you're working on?
So my favorite morph has always been Inchy. Love Inchy. I'm working on getting albino clown and pied into Inchy to make an albino clown pied Inchy. That is goal for next year, hopefully. We'll see. The girl's taking this year off, so she should be big enough, got size, and ready to go by that time. The boy, I have an Inchy triple head albino clown pied that is growing up. He's about 200 grams now. Great eater, so he should definitely hit the size by next year.
Oh wow.
So that's the goal for that. But I'm trying to get away from albino a little bit. and not have so many projects involve an albino. So I'm expanding out to other recessive genes, double and triple recessive genes, that is. So I'm working on making, even though I just said I'm trying to get away from albino, I'm going to be pairing my pied yellow belly het clown to my albino genetic stripe female to get triples, but hopefully get quadruples, because he's actually het clown. So I'll be testing all the females from that to see if he passes on that het clown, and hold back some to grow up for the quadruple, or is it the quad recessive down the road. But I'm also working on clown DGs, or clown enhancers. I have a clown head enhancer female that I'm growing up right now. I have some het DG girls that I'm growing up. I'm still debating if I'm gonna keep it separate, even though they are compatible, enhancer and DG. I'm debating if I'm gonna keep those two genes separate in my collection. I'll see how that comes as they get up to size and get ready to breed. But I'm also starting to work on puzzle. I have a het puzzle female that I'm growing up, so I'm getting into the puzzle project down the road as well. I will either be getting I'm debating on if I should get like a visual recessive with a het puzzle to it male to go to her to try to hit puzzles that ultimately would hit another het visual het recessive in there, so I can already be working on double if not triples of the puzzle. So this is where our industry is kind of going, is the double and triple recessives right now. So I trying to adjust to that, but still work with stuff I want to work with, and make genes I want to make. Because if it's something you don't necessarily like and you always got to clean it, you lose that passion in cleaning it. And when I open that tub, I want to be like, oh, I see why I'm cleaning you, because you look so pretty. So I'm trying to keep that passion there, that excitement. So when you're cleaning at 2 a.m, you're still excited about it.
That's what Juicy G says every day.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Sammy said,
Hey, Sammy.
Deshaun Williams.
Hey, Deshaun. I am so trying to.
What are you doing?
You just don't worry about what I'm doing over here. You just keep on keeping on with what you're doing.
Jeremy, I might have to take you up on that offer down the road on a TSK Xanthic. I do like Xanthic. I had a VPI Xanthic, but he passed away. I was doing a breeder loan with a friend, and something happened while he had him. He did make up for it. He did buy me an animal to replace that animal, but he bought me an albino leopard pastel female because he knows I love albino. So I was like, okay, that works. It got leopard into my collection because I didn't have leopard at the time, and I was very much appreciative that he did it without me having to ask, are you going to replace this animal? So that let me know he was a solid friend, and I can trust to keep working with him in the future. So I really appreciate the way he handled that in that situation. We did get a clutch we still got 2 clutches from him though before he passed away. So we're holding back some of those because he might have been pos het pied. So we got a couple animals with some nice track marks. So we're gonna raise them up and see if they prove out. So then we can make double visual recessive. So it'd be VPI Xanthic pieds possibly down the road. So
we've got VPIs and we've got a lightning pied.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was our goal to make them, but our Xanthic VPI pied girl decided to be a butt, and she just takes Weedle, and she's had albino.
Hey, I'm always on the albino train. As much as I realize it's semi-limited, I still love that gene. That's one of the first morphs that really got me into ball pythons itself. So it's always going to have a place in my heart and hopefully somewhere in my collection working with it. Maybe not on such a mass scale, maybe on like 2 or 3 projects that are smaller, but I still like to work with it.
It is nice.
I seen Juicy J's. Juicy J's
Oh, talking about opening my tubs.
She always got to get in there, don't she?
She is an attention whore.
She really is. She really is. I hear she's going to the salon soon.
Oh, that'll be fun.
It will.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh my god.
Go get her hair and her nails did.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
And also, pieds have become more interested in me. I hatched my first pieds this season, and that's a whole nother feeling hatching out pieds. It was really cool. So now I'm kind of really excited about pieds. So I'm trying to work that into more projects down the road. So I'm working more pied stuff in my collection. I'm holding back like maybe 2 different pied females to grow up for later projects. I'm still working on I can't talk. Clown pieds.
We've paired some. We're hoping to get some
Um,
but haven't had any hatch yet.
Yeah, I missed out. I had 2 clutches where I could have hit clown pied yellow bellies,
Oh,
and I hit everything in both the clutches besides the clown pieds. So I hit clown yellow bellies, pied yellow bellies, clowns, pieds, normals, and no clown pieds. So that hurt a little bit. I was a little bit sad.
oh yeah.
That's the odd God sometimes. Sometimes you hit them and sometimes you don't. So got to try again next year, hopefully.
Right. Oh man, that would be a hard one.
Yep. And it was 2 girls that I produced myself and raised up. So I paired to get those 2 girls. I paired my clown head albino to my pied female. First year got all males. So that was great. First year all males, so no holdbacks in that one. Second year I got only 3 eggs from her. She gave me a 1.2. I was like, great, I'm gonna hold back 1.1 and grow them up and then pair them back to each other and try to make clown pies. So I had sold one of them, but I lost it in the house before I got it shipped off. So I had to tell the guy, like, hey, I can't send you this animal because I lost the other one. I'll refund you your money, no problem. But I can't because I need to hold on to this animal because it's my only chance. I got to raise it up. And he was very understanding. He was like, I understand, cool. Just, give me the refund, cool. So I sent him his money back. 2 weeks later, I found the snake in my laundry room. My dogs were barking at it. It was under clothes. So I was like, why are you guys barking at this pile of clothes? I lifted it up. She was gone for almost 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks she was gone. So I assumed she didn't make it. Like I was like, because it was in my basement. So if she got out of the room I built in my basement, the rest of the basement is cold. So she wouldn't have survived. Luckily she did. She was very cold, but still alive.
Wow.
So I contacted him and was like, hey, I got the snake. I found it. If you still want the other female, I will send it to you. No problem. And I never heard back from him. So I don't know if something happened to him because we weren't really friends,
right.
But I was like, all right, well, I posted it up for sale and she just never sold. And once she got up to like 500 grams, I was like, well, I'm just going to keep both of them. Better my chances. Which is a great idea because I turned out to find out that the girl that I initially wanted to keep turned out to be a triple het. So instead of just het clown pied, she turned out to be het albino clown pied.
Oh,
So
nice.
it
That's
was
a nice surprise.
Very nice surprise.
It was very nice. It was very nice. And the way I found out, I had paired her to a pied het, the pied yellow belly het clown I have. I paired her to that, but he wasn't locking at the time because it was his first year. So I was like, well, I have to throw in another male in because I didn't want to miss out on a year of breeding her. So I paired my clown het albino male, which was her father, with her. And when I got 4 eggs, she was first time mom, so not a big clutch. 4 eggs. I cut the first egg and it was a clown. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Wow. I cut the second egg and it was an albino. And I was like, oh man, I was hoping that would have been a clown pied. Oh, let me go check the other egg. I cut the third egg and it was another albino. And I was like, hold on, why is there albinos in this? There shouldn't be albinos in this. And then that's when it hit me and I realized, oh, she just proved out as a triple het. And I didn't realize it on the first one. And I literally, if you want to, you can go watch the video of me cutting that clutch. I can't remember the title of that video. I'll figure it out later. But you can hear the octaves in my voice change when I realized,
you're like,
oh my God, I just proved something out. So
that's gotta be cool though, especially when you hold it back.
Yeah.
And you're hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a very exciting moment. Very exciting. And that's the joys of breeding sometimes too. The unknown, unexpected things that happen. It's amazing.
It's like Christmas.
Yes.
Very true.
I love it. It's like Christmas. Every time you cut an egg, it's like Christmas Day.
Yep.
I got nothing. Nothing. Hey, Shane from Heads and Tails.
I'm assuming that's why you got nothing.
That's why I got nothing.
She's out stirring the pot.
Just wait till she gets her hair and nails did. Then it's gonna get worse.
Oh yeah,
get worse.
Mm-hmm. So do you got a morph that you don't have that you want to add? I know that's what Angie wants to ask.
It is. I'm just dumbfounded at the moment.
Sorry, I got you, sis.
So I would like to add. There's a lot of morphs. We'll start with codom first. Which codoms I want to add that I don't have? I want to add chocolate. I want to add chocolate and Wookiee. I'm really starting to get more excited about darker morphs in my collection, working through my collection, and chocolate and Wookiee are 2 on the list, and blackhead is also on the list too. So there's 3. So chocolate, Wookiee, and blackhead. I would love to work those into some of my projects. On the recessive side, technically it's not in my collection. I have a het male, but I would like to get Monarch. Okay. I really, really like Monarch. I want to get that, and I want to get Sunset. I really want to play around with Sunset and find some new angle that someone hasn't figured out yet, because I think there's still a lot to do with it. It's just a little bit out of my budget right now, so slowly working through it if I can. I always mess it up. I called it Moonshine one time, and that's not it. It comes to me in a second. Monsoon. I would like to get Monsoon and see how well I can break up that pattern. Because it's very, very strong pattern, but I think it'd be broken up down the road. I do want Ultramel too. I do like Ultramel. I've seen it in some things that I really want to work with.
That have some Ultramel.
So many people have Ultramel. So many people, and they were like, "Hey, why you keep talking about this Monarch thing when we got this Ultramel over here?" This whole group's against it.
No, it didn't. Justin recently say that he thought Monarch is like underrated. He posted something recently about that?
Oh, did he? I might have missed that.
What was it?
I think he did say something.
Yeah, he said something like Monarch and
Untapped.
Untapped.
Yeah.
It was just this week too.
Yeah,
I forget.
I can definitely see that. Definitely see that. Very few people are working with it, and there's still so many things that can be done with it, and so many morphs you can try to put it into and see how it reacts.
That's what it was. The Monarch clown.
Yeah.
Yep.
That does look really good. It definitely really good. It's just I'm still working on having that visual pattern mindset with jeans. I kind of stay away from stuff if I can't visually see where I can go with it, which is a good and a bad thing. Because you kind of miss out on being able to get somewhere with it first if you can't visually see where you can take it. So you kind of stay away from it. That hurts you. But then again, as you all know, we have kind of small spaces sometimes, and you kind of got to focus in on your projects till if you have too much stuff, you get overwhelmed and you're unfocused and you're just all over the place, and that doesn't help you. So you kind of do have to focus in on projects here and there. So it's a good and a bad.
Hey, Mitzi.
Yes.
Do you have any goals in mind when it comes to breeding?
So I would like to have the breeding be self-sufficient, so where it takes care of itself. It's not coming out of my pocket, and hopefully down the road it's putting money in my pocket. That would be amazing. That is one of the ultimate goals there for me with this whole process of breeding. To be able to be financially free, to be able to do what I want, to possibly leave my actual job and make this my full-time job would be amazing. I know that's probably years down the road and I have to set things up, but that is a goal I'm working towards. Learning the business aspects and taxes and all that good stuff, customer service, all that comes in with that, trying to learn that as I go, because I don't know any of that stuff. So learn that go, but also to make stuff that just excites people, excites their imagination, gets them to think about different ways to do stuff, and taking different direction with things that we didn't know we could do. Like, this is what Justin's been doing for so long in this industry, is making things that people didn't know was possible, and now it's opened up the Pandora box of what we can do. So I love that aspect of it, and just the positiveness, pushing that out into the community as well. If you watch me and you get excited and you want to either breed, learn about breeding, or learn about animals just because you watched and enjoyed what I was doing, that's a win for me that day, 100%.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest things that I say on our girls' night when I'm talking to the ladies, is that the thing that I say to everybody is, from my standpoint, I say be yourself. Just do what is true to you. It's okay from my standpoint to like what Justin's doing, like what Billy's doing, like what all the other people are doing, but do something that you want to do. Doesn't matter what they're doing. Just do something that makes you happy and what you like. Yep. You don't have to follow what everybody else is doing, you know? And that's where we are with what we're doing. I just want to make something that nobody else is really doing. And be happy with what we're doing, because that's just who we are. And like you said, we kind of go towards the positivity and don't really focus on what everybody else is thinking or doing or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's just who we are. What is? Oh my God.
See,
I know that
stirring
last
the
week.
pot.
I know. I paid somebody to put her in a trunk and take a plane far, far away.
Yep.
I don't know what we're gonna do when we go to Arlington. They're hiring a bull, one of those mechanical bulls. I know she's gonna be on that thing.
Oh, are they? Oh, that'd be cool. I've always wanted to try one of those.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try one of those.
Yeah, I can't see Juicy G on that thing with her little flying and her little
cheerleading skirt and her blue
sunglasses.
Yeah, that wasn't the visual I was going with right now, but yeah. That's it
we might have it. Oh, man.
We're gonna have to watch some other stuff to work that out.
Yeah.
Some Spider-Man old school.
Washing our eyeballs out later. Ooh, Lord. Yeah.
Oh, man. Somebody said in there, breed your own rats. So what do you do do you breed your own rats to feed, or do you buy, or what do you do?
So I don't. I buy my own. I buy frozen thawed.
Okay.
Most of my collection is on frozen thawed. I would love to breed my own rats. Two things. My wife has a super nose, so I couldn't breed the rats in the house. I would have to have a shed. You have to be in the backyard, far away from the house. I already am on top of this, trying to keep this clean without getting yelled at all the time. So rats, it wouldn't happen. Second thing, rats are a lot of work. That's a lot of work. You have to be on top of them, make sure they got their water, make sure they got their food, because they will eat each other. And the time commitment that takes right now, I don't want to lose track of something, trying to make sure the rats are good, trying to make sure the snakes are good, trying to make sure my kids, my wife is good. I'm already balancing decently. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not great. I can admit that. But throwing in rats in the equation, everything will fall out of whack. If I go full time doing this, then that's a whole nother story there, because I'll have the time to be able to breed my own rats at that point. So that is a goal down the road, to go full time, to be able to produce my own rats for my collection, because nothing is better than the rats you breed, because you know what's going into those rats, because what's going into those rats is going into your snakes. So you know you're taking care of your snakes on a whole nother level at that point. But as of right now, frozen thawed is my friend. Yes, it takes. I feed usually Sunday nights. From warming up to feeding to everybody eating, it usually takes me roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours. Sometimes 3 hours, depending on if I'm listening to music or if I'm listening to a podcast or just playing around in here. But I see that as a time for me to be with my snakes. That's an extra time and me get to know them, know their personalities, know their feed schedule, know how certain ones I got to wiggle it this way, and certain ones I just got to drop it in there. They don't want it to move. They'll eat it when they're ready. So it gives me that time with them to learn them, to get a little more eyes on them, which I really do enjoy. And this is my, of all words, safe space. I love being in my snake room. I try not to be in here too long, because the wife's like, hey, where you at? You've been there 4 hours. So I managed the time. She actually wanted me to put a TV in here. And I was like, no, I would not leave.
Never leave.
That's not a good idea at all. I appreciate you thinking of me that way, but no, let's not put a TV in here. But yeah, down the road, I would like to breed my own rats.
Oh man, we have ASFs and we are now starting with the rats, but we're frozen thawed but not all of ours do ASFs.
Yeah.
So we've
So
had
I am
some switch, but not many.
I have one snake that only eats ASFs. I have another snake that'll jump off and on ASFs and rats. My only thing about ASFs, which I love them, I know they are a lot cleaner than regular rats. They don't stink as bad. They have better fat content and protein, I believe. I could be just talking out my butt, but I believe they bite more. They are, but they are harder to get colonies. Like you have to keep them together. You can't jumping them in and out like rats are. So there's that aspect of that breeding of that. But not everybody has access to ASFs. So if you have a snake that is kind of hooked on ASFs that don't want to switch off, you kind of screw yourself over. Like kind of have to sell that animal for a little lower price if people can't get those ASFs. So I try to keep everything on rats, and I really try to do frozen thaw because frozen thaw is so easy for everybody to get.
Right.
And the inroads, because some people can't get a hold of live at times, especially if you got a huge collection. You need 150 lives every week. Oh, that gets crazy. So I try to leave every snakes that leave here to go to a customer or a friend. I've had snakes I had to tell them like, hey, I need to hold on to the snakes a couple more months to make sure they're eating a lot better than I would like them to. I want them to come to you ready to eat. So I've had a couple people who are like, I'm okay with that. Fine. Hold on to them. Get them eating as well as you want them to, and then send them when you're ready. Some people are like, hey, I'm not going to wait too much longer. And I just had to, we're going to have to cancel this transaction. I'm sorry. Because I don't feel comfortable sending the snake the way it's eating right now. It's not eating up to the par I want it to eat. So if you can't wait, then you might need to go find another snake, unfortunately. So this is my brand, and I have to take care of it. So you have to protect it, and your name is all you have in this community sometimes. So you got to be smart about your name.
Exactly.
And I learned that really early into getting into ball pythons and getting into breeding and trying to make it into a business. I had posted snakes up for sale, and someone said, oh, that snake is not what you're saying it is. And instead of coming to me and asking me, they start blasting me all over on Facebook and stuff. And to the point to the person that I bought the snake from had to come on there, was like, no, that's the snake I sold him, and this is what it is, and exactly what he said it is. For them to go, oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I should have asked first. And it was like you tried to drag my name for no reason without even trying to talk to me first. And unfortunately, the internet is kind of the Wild West, and people just throw stuff out there and not realizing you could ruin someone's livelihood doing that.
Somebody's livelihood.
So be aware that you have power in the words you type out. So be aware of that. Yeah,
it's absolutely true. It absolutely is true. And that's the unfortunate thing. I totally agree with that.
It amazes me, like you and I were talking about it. It amazes me that people say
Morbid, glad you're here. Creative Elias, brother, so glad you're here. Love you.
Oh, what's up, Elias?
So glad to see you.
See you later, Jeremy.
Have fun.
Night, brother Jeremy.
We've had same thing happen.
Yeah, we've had the same thing happen to us, and I'm just like, don't question our integrity. We're probably, we tell you exactly what's going on with that animal. We'll give you all the information. We will video chat you. We will do whatever you need us to do. Don't just don't question our integrity. That's all we have is our
We
name.
do a lot more than even some of the big breeders do, like the ones that you would expect. And I know they have a lot of people, but it amazes me that
I work during the day, but I will take time out of my day and video chat you. I will message you during the day, even if I have to like hop off.
Yep.
And message you. I will message you and get right back to you. Hey, Gerald. So I mean that to me bothers me because I am really all about our good name and keeping our name and our, so that, I mean, that crushes me as a person. So that bothers me.
And it's an aspect of our industry is the commercial, I forgot the word I was saying, the customer service aspect that some people either don't know how to do or don't care to do. And if it's you don't know how to do, that's okay. You can learn. But if it's you don't care to do, that's a whole different issue there. And customer service can go a long way. Can go a long way.
I will send you as many pics as you want, oh man pie.
Juicy G.
Hey man, the Juicy G.
That's
Pipeline, good to see you.
Yes.
What's up, Justin?
Yeah. I will send as many pics as people want. I will video. I will do whatever they want. So.
But that don't mean get carried away, people. Let's not
don't abuse it.
25 pictures of that day. Let's get realistic. Like I shouldn't have to hold the day's newspaper with a time watch and a snake in the middle. Let's not get too ridiculous. There is a limit. There is a limit.
It always seems to be the ones that are not really in the hobby or in the breeding piece that seem to,
I think they're a little more worried.
Yeah.
I think they're a little more worried. And I completely understand that. We had a young lady that bought from us, God, it's been a year or so. And she had a lot of questions. But you know what? She still messages me to this day, sending me pictures of the baby, wanting to see pictures of the baby's sister. She'll go, oh, can you send me pictures of Pumpkin's sister so that I can... So we exchange pictures of the babies and just keeping up with each other so that we each have pictures of the clutch mates and everything, and I just love her to pieces. Absolutely love her to pieces. So sometimes it turns out really, really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good people.
Yes.
Like Tammy said, there is a lot of scammers out there too, and that's one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel, so people can see the animals I was working with are hatching, cutting. You can see them, see me, see how I take care of them, so you can get a little more trust in sending me money through the internet, which that's what you're doing. You're sending me money through the internet and hoping I'm sending you the animal you asked for.
Yep.
So I can totally, like, the first time I actually sent someone money for a snake for them to ship it to me, I was terrified. They're going to take my money and run away. Right. I'm never going to hear from this person again. So I totally understand that aspect of it. That's why I have the YouTube channel, so you could go see the animals. I'm willing to take pictures and all that good stuff. I'm willing to talk on the phone, even though I don't like talking on the phone. I'm very weird on the phone. I get weird phone voice, but I'm willing to do that to make you feel more trusting in paying for a snake from me, from doing business with me, and hopefully you become a very valued customer and you enjoy our transaction, and you become, the word of mouth to let other people know, like, yes, I bought a snake from him. He's a good person. He helped me with this. He was very kind with this. So you never know, the person that might buy a $10 snake from you could come back around in 2 years and buy a $3,000 snake from you just because of how you treated them on that $10 snake. So
absolutely. Hey, Luke. Hey, James.
Yes.
What up, James?
James has a question. What do you do with low baller or flippers?
Oh, we just don't communicate really. Like I get messages from people like, hey, I seen you wanted this price for this snake. How about I give you half of that price? And I'll send you one message like, well, that snake is this much. So if you want that snake, that's how much it's going to cost you. And if you send me another message talking about, oh, what about $50 more? That's the last time I'm going to talk to you. I'm not going to respond back to you anymore. Like I let you know you chose not to listen. That's the end of our conversation. Mm-hmm. You can message me 2-3 more times. If I don't see in that message that you're going to pay the price I asked for that animal,
right?
We have nothing else to discuss.
Yep.
Right. We figure we give a fair price. We usually try to do somewhere right in the middle.
Yep.
We don't try to lowball anybody. We don't try to make ours very high. The ones that we just put on sale, we were trying to get rid of because we need the rack space so bad. But we try to keep them right there in the middle. But we figure, if we give them a break on the shipping, $5 or $10 here or there, that's fine. But we're not gonna take a low ball on the price of the snake. We figure it's a good fair deal, and we just because we've only been in the business for like 4 or 5 years doesn't mean that we don't know what we're doing.
Well, and we have more market out there for people to like compare. And
exactly.
If you have your circle of friends, like your trusted group, it's usually you can bounce things off and go, hey, we're in a couple chats with several people, and they will forever post pictures so-and-so and ask, do you know who this person is? Do you know who that person is? And yeah.
I mean, we've got great reviews on our Morph Market. People that have bought from us will buy from us, again. And we're just like,
Stan wants to know if anybody's working trick. We work blitz.
We work blitz, but we're not working trick.
No, isn't I was going to say, is blitz and trick, or do they think they're the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're like lesser in butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and I especially love it when people go, well, this is all I can afford. Well, maybe you shouldn't be buying a snake. Yes. Maybe you should be holding on to that.
You need to probably think about that, because you also have to feed and
exactly.
Yep.
And the feeding is an every week kind of thing.
Yep. That's why I have a few giveaways going on right now. Besides, I'm about to add on to the way I do my giveaways. I'm going to start asking people to either show me the snake's enclosure that you plan to put it in if they do win one of my giveaways. But I also ask them to pay for shipping. Mm-hmm. If you have an issue with paying $80 to $90 for shipping, then that means you will have an issue paying to take care of this animal. So you don't necessarily need this animal. So I'll go to the next person in line that won. That's why I usually do first place, second place, and third place.
Right.
I've even done fourth place sometimes. Because the well-being of that animal is the most important thing.
It is.
So if you showing me that you can't provide for that animal just by paying for shipping, which yes, that might not necessarily tell me you can provide, but that gives me some kind of security that you are willing to provide. Then you don't need that animal. That's how I feel about that.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a couple of people that do giveaways like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's important for us to also protect our industry. And that's one of the ways we can protect when we're giving an animal away. A lot of people join it to get a free animal. Mm-hmm. They don't necessarily know how to take care of these animals per se. They're not necessarily a breeder, but they've seen something given away for free for just hitting a subscriber or hitting a like. So they're like, well, I might as well take the chance, see what happens. This way, at least I know
right.
You have put some money into it, so now it means a little more to you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We got lucky. All three of ours are breeders and in our community because we're paying for shipping for all three of ours. But I think next time we may not.
Right.
We may not be doing that.
Shipping's expensive.
Shipping is getting real expensive, and people need to stop hitting me with that. Hey, how about you ship it for free? How about we don't talk no more? Let's just do that. Let's just do that. We don't talk no more. Because stop asking. Stop. There's a difference between negotiating for something and just blatantly asking me to stop charging you for something. That's a big difference. These animals take time and money. I put work into it.
Right.
So don't lowball the work that I put into it. Like I try not to negotiate too hard when I'm trying to buy a snake from someone. If that's the price you say it is, I'm gonna look around and see if I can find that quality of animal at that same price or a lower price. Maybe I will do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if I have to come back to you, I'm gonna be like, hey, okay, that price. All right, let's do it. That's the price you want. That's the price I'm gonna pay because you have that quality that I want. If it's the quality I want, I will pay for it. It'll hurt my wallet, but I will pay for it. That's just what you have to do if you want quality animals to produce quality animals. That's how that works.
Oh yes.
You're just fine, old man fine. We had already decided we were paying for these, so we would never ask you to do that.
Too late. Send the money, old man. Send it.
Send it.
We had already decided we wanted to do it. I don't know. I think there are some people, and I'm one of the most laid back people. I think I'm just really laid back.
Yes.
And I think we have gotten people lately that have inquired about snakes and tire kickers. I think they're tire kickers.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll ask me like 5 million questions, and then they're like, all I hear is crickets, and I'm like, did I say something wrong?
Yeah, I get that. I totally understand. I've gotten that a couple times.
I don't know what I did.
It's the nature of the beast. It's something that I had to get used to right away. When you're selling anything, whether it's a couch, a TV, or an animal, people will haggle you, say how much they want it. Oh, I want that so bad. I really do like this. I really do. What about this? And what about that? And how long you had this? And does it do? They will ask you a whole bunch of questions and then drop off the earth. Yeah. It happens. You can kind of sometimes see that person as the questions they ask start to get so far away from where it is to where they want to buy. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. It's difficult to deal with at times. I can understand it because they always hit you at the unopportune time when you're busy, and they want you to answer immediately.
When you're
I can't. I'll be like working 2 different clinics, and Mr. Donahue will be like, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, running up down the stairs like 5 million times. He's like, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, taking like 5 gazillion pictures. Yep. And he's like, why? And I'm like, well, they want pictures of this, and they want pictures of that, and they want pictures of that. And they flip it over, and they want
Oh yeah.
That's where I usually this is what I've been doing lately. If it's a new hatchling and I know I showed it off in a video, I just send them that video. I was like, hey, here's the video. You can see that multiple different angles. I moved the snake around. It's moving. It's talking. You can see it there. It's not talking, but you can see it.
Right? You can see it.
If it's talking, then you really not buying this one. This one's gonna stay with me.
I know.
Good night, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going above and beyond here.
Right.
Nice.
I'm not doing leg day today.
I mean, when it's never the person that's buying like a $3,000-$4,000 animal. It's always the person buying $150 animal.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, I'm going through a lot of work for this $150 animal. You're really pulling.
You guys,
and the guys that are buying
my per hourly rate.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, this is a lot of work.
Exactly.
It is true.
Oh yeah. It's like they're buying that normal het ultra male clown or whatever. I'm like, I'll go up there again. You want it on the scale with the grams? Okay, I gotcha.
I know some people have told me they limit to 4 pictures in one video. Until you send a deposit for it, that's all you get.
Oh wow.
I was like, maybe I should start doing that. 4 pictures, 1 video until a deposit is dropped, and that's all.
Maybe that's what I need to do, or take a bunch of them while I'm up there, and just get a plethora before I go back down.
Yep. Here you go.
It don't matter how many pictures you take; they always gonna want a picture you don't have in your camera.
Right.
I want his tail up to the sky, but a little bit to the left.
And if you can make it look like a ground snake.
Just make it do that. Do a little dance.
It's always gonna be that.
What color eyes does it have? Oh no, I don't know.
You're crazy.
Oh man.
No.
I don't know about it. I just don't know.
It's the joy of selling things.
It's amazing.
It's a joy of making them.
I'm gonna start putting little hats on them. This is what you're getting.
There you go. This is what you can see.
Like, there's not enough moonshine in the world for this, people.
No.
I do understand that we might be getting tons of moonshine for the crawfish boil.
Oh. That'll be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
I know. We'll have to have our jug done.
Indeed. We do as well. But when you're running up and down the stairs while you're trying to work, it is a little bit nicer to hear a jingle jangle in your pocket at the end of the day.
Yeah. After you've worked really hard for that.
A couple of nickels bouncing around does not hurt.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. When my boss is going, you only did this many in your 2 clinics today? Really?
I'm like, well,
I'm trying to retire.
I know. I got my exercise in today.
We still have to go to the gym? I did legs.
Right? I ran.
Yeah. Exactly, Elias. Exactly. I need money to pay for them rats I have.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta feed them babies. Gotta feed them
Very
babies.
true.
Yes, ma'am.
Do indeed.
Wow.
And that cost has gone up too. Yeah.
Like, oh, I just bought some rats the other day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna talk to the wife because this is getting hot. I might have to start breeding my own rats. Yeah. I'm like, so where I am in Wisconsin, we lost like I think maybe 3 rat breeders.
Oh wow.
So that shrunk how many rats were being able to be sold to people. So we have a couple bigger breeders out here. We actually have some in Chicago too that come and grab rats from people that breed in Wisconsin. So that kind of dried up rats a little bit. So it was slim pickings for a little bit. So I've been trying to work with a couple of different local breeders around me, ball python breeders, and working on either doing some kind of rat collaboration to where we have one person that's have the rats at their house and they're breeding, and everybody pitch in on food and come over and help clean to lower the cost for everyone, but still be able to produce the rats necessary for everyone.
That's a smart idea.
So the only thing is you have to have people you can trust.
Yeah.
You have to have people that you can trust that are going to pay their end, are going to show up to help clean.
Yep.
And the person that has the rats at their house are going to allow people to come to their house and clean. So there's a lot of different factors into it.
Right.
So we're still trying to work things out to make sure everybody feels comfortable with it and it can work to where it's beneficial to everyone. So that's the process now. But we're trying to make sure we stay in communications with each other and everything. The key thing is communication.
Yeah.
So we're working on that.
I think we have for every rat person in our area. Now we've got a good person, so.
Are you froze?
Yeah, I think she froze.
Oh, look at the face. Oh, there you go. I'm like, wait, you froze.
My eyes were all up in the air. Oh my God.
Lucy G said something.
I felt like that heifer was trying to hijack us again.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
God. One of these days, I figure she's going to come in here and I'm going to be tied up, y'all.
Probably hog tied.
I know. With like duct tape or something. She don't have me.
It'll be bedazzled duct tape.
Knowing her and heifer will just have like those sequin duct tape or something on me. It's just something.
Oh man,
I think I heard she's getting her hair dyed red or something, red extension. I don't know what she's doing, but I think she's going redhead.
Fire red.
She's a redheaded rogue.
Yep. More fun, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
That's something about getting some claws because she's gonna fight me.
Oh.
I told her I'm gonna take out my earrings. We're gonna go because I'm gonna throw hands.
You're not scarred.
I ain't scared of her. I'm not scared. Hey, Maine.
What up, Ron?
There may be a mud pit in the backyard when crawfish boil comes. I'm gonna take that heifer on.
Oh, that'd be funny. Hopefully it's warm enough, or we'll get heaters or something.
When do you guys do the crawfish?
We're doing it April the 8th. So if you can come, make a trip down.
It is so worth it.
We're doing barbecue, Kansas City style barbecue ribs. We're doing the crawfish boil. We'll have food all day long. We'll be boiling all day. King cakes. Jake will have big old, I think it's a 2-gallon thing of hurricanes, and then he's making drinks to order. He'll have a little menu for drinks. I think we're getting a keg. I don't know what all's happening around here.
It will be a party.
It will be a party.
Okay.
And we do it every year, so.
Put that on the calendar.
Put it on the calendar.
See if I can get.
It is a good time.
Oh, yeah, PCF. She brings all the boys to the yard. He's usually singing my milkshakes, bring all the boys to the yard.
Yep.
It ain't pretty.
No, it's funny though.
Hey, Wilcox. Ooh.
Goodness.
God help us if she gets down there in that mirrored wall with Cole.
It'll be a party.
Hey, Charlie.
Okay.
What do you mean, are we just going to stare at each other? We've been talking about what's going to happen when Juicy G comes to town.
Yeah.
I don't even know why Juicy G's coming out of your mouth.
Because Juicy G has a problem.
Well, yes, and she's been, Yep.
Oh, man pie, we're having, it's not really a barbecue. It's a crawfish boil.
Uh-oh.
Midna says Juicy G.
You got to tell people who it is.
Midna is my niece, guys. Midna is my, and she was here just last month for Thanksgiving, and her husband got their very first snake. We gave them for their wedding present.
Oh,
so,
nice.
So exciting. So we absolutely love them. We're hoping they come back very, very soon and can stay with us. So Midna is my niece. Oh my God, you would love her. They do paranormal. Love them. So cool. Yes, Charlie. Yeah, Juicy G is going to get her hair and nails did.
She'll probably be shipping after the holiday.
Oh, she is shipping
this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's shipping this weekend. You're supposed to be getting your blonde jean, your exclusively rare blonde jean.
Yeah.
They named their little guy Lucifer.
Oh, that's cool.
They got a phantom het clown.
Oh.
Yeah, phantom het clown. So,
that's awesome.
So cool. And they're going to take Mr. Donahue on his very first paranormal experience.
Are they gonna? Are they gonna record the whole thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Now see, I stayed at the Villisca Axe Murder House, but he's never done any paranormal stuff. So it's gonna be fun.
I'm right with you. I've never.
I'm gonna watch the paranormal stuff through Mr. Donahue's eyes.
You'll see a lot of scariness.
Because I'm very much afraid of ghosts. So yeah.
Yeah.
No Ghostbusters here.
I love that stuff, but he's no bueno. He says no bueno. Not so much.
Oh man.
He's not down for that. So but we're gonna have a good time and we're gonna take him along for the ride.
It will be fun.
Yes.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah.
So we focus solely on him.
We're gonna have a great time. I think we've got the prison here that's haunted. Missouri State Penitentiary is haunted. We've got a jail here that's haunted right here in our city.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we've got a few things that we can go to that are going to be fun.
You scare me enough, I'll haunt the shit out of you.
Oh man, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome.
Oh no! See, World Woodcocks goes to Waverly.
I don't think I've heard of.
Waverly's really famous.
Huh.
They got the spooks, we got the juice. There we go. All right.
Yes.
They said they are completely not scared to stay in the snake room. So next time they're gonna they'll use your guys' room, Angie.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. There you go. Yep.
As long as you guys aren't using it, they'll use
right. That'll work.
Yeah. That is so true, Gershon. I'll hold your hand.
Don't worry, Juicy Jill. She'll take care of you.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's funny.
I'll have my hands on your shoulders and you'll be something else.
Oh boy.
Don't forget you signed up for this, Gershon.
That's funny.
Oh, God.
That won't be a ghost breathing in your ear.
Nope. It won't be, will
Oh. Oh, it'd be too warm to be a ghost.
Gershon's like, it's getting late, isn't it?
Right?
Gotta get some rest in case they call me.
Gotta plow some snow.
I think I heard a flurry outside.
They're so
Oh
funny.
my God.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh man.
I
know. I think I'm gonna have to call it a night. 4 came very early. Isn't that crazy?
yes, everybody smash that like button.
Yes, please.
Oh, that's our daughter Chantrell. I didn't even see her come on.
No, she just popped in.
Oh,
Yeah, I was talking to them.
I was wrapping up presents.
Oh, everybody's wrapping up presents.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her to start YouTube.
Oh, that
I've
would
been
be
talking
fun.
to her. I know she was a little worried about it, and then she was on your show, and I was like, you did a really good job.
She was excellent. Her
You
and
did
Dad
really
were
good.
awesome.
Like you
Her
can
and
do this.
Dad were amazing.
So yeah, I was slowly trying to convince them to start their channel. It's a work in progress, but I think she's gonna eventually do it. So you don't have to start right away. Just take your time. Do one video. Get used to it.
I was
Definitely.
so proud of both of them. They were I loved having them on. They were so amazing.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I think they need to do it.
Definitely.
I'm out here.
And they need to come out to Kansas City to see their mom and dad. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mom and dad want to see you.
Just a little bit, right? Not
Just a
any
little.
push. Hint,
Just a
hint,
little.
wink,
Just a little.
Just a little.
Yeah,
He's not fine.
wink.
I mean, it matters what color his lifesaver is. If it's the red one, that's danger. Danger. This danger.
The carpet matches the curtain.
God.
The force is not with me.
The force is not with me. Oh my God. Sis, I don't even know. I lost control somewhere.
I know. It has been a long day.
What? Only 8 likes for tonight's show?
I think somebody's got to refresh.
Yeah, because I got 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
I might
yeah.
have to
Come on
refresh
now.
Yeah.
You
Mine
need
always
to
I got refresh and then it comes back in. I was looking
Oh,
on.
I got 41 now. So
There we go.
Yep.
Oh, they stayed at the Myrtles. Oh, we need to do that.
Oh, yeah. I'm right with you.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's
that's
the
Mr. Donahue's right on board.
that just sounds like something you shouldn't be doing.
It sounds like we should. It sounds like we should. Elias said it's not convincing them to come visit.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I better go back to Memphis with you, Elias.
I think, Midna, that we should go to Bobby Mackey's.
Is that another paranormal place?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dangerous spooks. Yeah, that sounds real fucking fun.
See, Mr. Donahue, this is what I do when I watch some scary movies. Then I watch some Golden Girls, and then it's all good.
Man. So
And
I can't watch scary movies. I have
E.T. gives me nightmares.
too great of an imagination, and I'll be up all night making my own movie, but me just dying all the time in it. And that's terrifying. It's terrifying.
I can
And it
watch
feels so
crime shows
real.
and Dateline all day long, but no, there is no E.T. There's no Freddy Krueger, none of that crap. No.
Well, my kids and I rented the Villisca Axe Murder House overnight, and we had it to ourselves. So you'll have to look up that one, Villisca Axe Murder House, and we had the whole house for ourselves all whole night. So you'll have to look it up, but we had that one. So
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'll end up down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, go down that rabbit hole.
I'm about ready to pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Gershon, you want to play hide and seek?
Nope.
As long as I can play in another state.
Gershon's like, I think I gotta go to work now. I think I can beep.
Oh my God, they're so funny.
Oh God.
I blindfold you, put things in front of you, you touch them, and you tell me what it is.
Oh my God. Utah has some good sights. Hey. I've never been to Utah.
I trust you all to enjoy that for me and let me know.
So yeah, Tammy, I was a little different when I had kids. All those like father-son or daughter-mother or father-daughter shows make me cry super bad. So like, what was it? Sing. I cried during Sing. I cried doing dang, what is that show with the elves? I forget. It's on Disney. It's a movie with the blue elves. The brothers go look for their dad.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, they're wizards. And
yeah.
Yes. Yep. And the dad dies and he halfway comes back. Yes.
I cried so hard at the end of that.
Yep.
So
I Wizard of Oz.
No. I forget what it's called.
I forget what it's called. I gotta look it up because it's gonna sit in my head and upset me. Come on, Disney Plus, load up.
Onward.
Yes, Onward.
Yeah.
Yes,
Onward.
I cried so much at that. Every little show with a parent and a child gets me every time now. Ever since I've had kids, every time.
Death of Superman.
Death of Superman. I didn't cry at Death of Superman. Oh yeah, Henry Cavill is not Superman anymore too, so they're changing that.
Oh yeah. Jim will tell you he cried during Onward too.
It's a good movie too.
It's
a really good movie.
Midna is new to the snake community, guys.
Welcome.
That's what he asked.
Well,
I know, but she's new to the snake community, so we need to be welcoming.
Well, that is welcoming. He's asking if she lives in Utah.
She wants to know if she lives in the super paranormal state.
I swear to God.
Ooh. Yes, I'm very much in touch with my feelings now. Kids do that to you.
Mm-hmm.
So does
kids do that to you.
That is so true. That is so true. And do your kids sit there and stare at you? Because our kids, they're like, look. And I'm like, stop staring at your dad. Stop staring at him. We were crying during a scene in Yellowstone this past Sunday. And both kids are staring at us.
I don't know if they're actually looking at me when I'm crying. They're too busy watching the show to be worried about me crying. Maybe they're so focused on the show.
Teenagers and older.
Yeah, that's when they'll be watching me.
Yep. Very funny. Oh man, but
good Lord, we've got an hour and 40 minutes.
I know.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Really, Kevin made him mad.
They can do that. Yeah, I don't know how you would do it for.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of estrogen in one house.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's a lot of estrogen in one house. Yeah.
So, like, I was raised by a single mother, and a lot of my aunties were around too. So there were a few men, but not a lot. So I'm used to being around mostly women. But I'm used to being around women as like a child. So it's different when you're around women as a man or as an adult man. It's a lot different. As a child, you're just there, and they're there to take care of you. As an adult man, they're there to take care of you, but they want you to do stuff too. And then they want to yell at you about the stuff you didn't do. And that's a difference. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm sorry I didn't do this. I'll do it now. Or can I do it later? No, now? Okay. Everybody's yelling at me now, so I'm going to go do it. Oh, I didn't do it right. I'm sorry. What did I do? How did I do it wrong? So that's a whole different spectrum.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different spectrum.
That is very true. Yeah. There's some reels going around, and it's a comedian, and he's like, he'll say, "Oh, my wife comes in and says, 'Hey, you thinking about going to the store?' Well, all the newlyweds are like, 'No,' but the ones that have been married for a while, like, that means get your shoes on. You're going to the store."
Exactly. Very true.
Yes. Yep. That is 100% true. But oh man.
Quit looking at me.
I can look at you if I want to. Do you know why? Because it's in the contract.
Oh yeah, you did it. Yeah.
Like Main Squeeze says, I don't play that game.
Well.
I'm right with you, mate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is very true. All Disney movies, the parents are dead. Is it all of them? Except that one. Was that's Pixar. That's technically Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, but it falls in that same category.
Yeah. So
or
what
they
is
die in the beginning, something like Up. The movie Up.
So Up, yep.
Oh Lord. Yep. Look, how did we get on? We go from snakes to paranormal to Disney dead parents, and yeah.
I think the only one that I can think of right now, there's no dead parent, is the one with the emotions.
Oh, Inside Out.
Inside Out, yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny though.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Put your foot down. The core memories.
I cried a little bit during the imaginary friend trying to get the rocket up. I cried to him sacrificing it. I cried a little bit, not a lot. I didn't bawl, but I cried a little bit. I got a little teary eyed. It was a great moment. It's a great moment.
Yeah.
Yes, Wilcox, we've had that. That's
Yes,
what I
we
learned
have.
out of Up.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, that maybe they just don't like boys. I don't know.
So I had the opposite of that. I bought a snake as a male, and I was trying to pair it to my females, and it always was on the opposite side of the tub. Never interacted with them. And then this is kind of when I was still new with snakes. I learned how to pop, and I popped him. Turns out him was a girl. So I got it the opposite way, which people would never usually happens that way. You never get a male and ask for a male and get a female. Funny thing is, I tried to tell the seller, hey, you sent me a female. And he swear up and down, no, that's a male. That's a male. I'm like, well, I'm looking at it now and not seeing a penis. So
Yep.
not a male. But he was kind of a dick about it. So I was like, well, I'll just keep it then. No worries. Okay. No worries. I'm trying to help you, but don't worry about it. That's where customer service comes in.
Exactly.
Yeah. Our GHI Mojave, that was a girl, is a boy.
Mm.
It still doesn't want to breed.
Still doesn't want to breed.
Oh, yeah, that sucks too.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man.
Gershon likes that 2 dicks.
No, I
I wasn't expecting that from both of them.
Right.
I can help you with one.
It caught me off guard, both of them.
Surprise.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man. Wow.
I'm going to be in church.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be in church.
I might have to do that. I might have to send them a pic of them on eggs.
Oh yeah. I'll be like, here you go. Yep, it's a boy. Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Yeah.
Right. I think
Right.
I'm gonna call tonight, sis.
Okay.
4:00 came very early.
Yeah.
And now I feel like my little engine that could is going. It's going.
Love you,
But-
Farrah.
I love you too, Mr. Donahue. I really do. Mr. Gershon, thank you so much for doing this.
No problem. Thanks for having me. It was great talking with
Absolutely.
you.
Yes. Yes.
It's great seeing you.
I know. We'll talk again. But yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks. It's been a crazy month for us.
It has been a crazy month. That's why we wanted to do this one last show for the year and get Gershon on here and have a little fun.
Absolutely.
I definitely appreciate it.
Oh my God. We're glad you agreed to do this with us because we know how we are.
That's funny.
This is the show that we get to let loose and have a lot of fun on, because the other show is more question based and kind of getting the ladies out there and wanting to highlight them a lot. So this is the one we get to laugh and cut up and have a good time. So
unscripted.
Yeah. And
so I've been thinking of doing maybe once a month or something, doing a live where I just get people to come hang out and just talk and hang out a little bit. I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure, but I might do it just to give a different look of the community. We can be serious, but we still can have fun too. We can enjoy each other in different ways. Not the way Juicy J wants to enjoy people, but I tried to get you before you got there.
Oh man. But she did add some excitement. She did add some excitement.
She always does. She always adds like a bounce in and out. Yeah. She always adds some excitement.
Yes.
Okay, well then we will say goodnight to everybody. We'll put Gershon backstage for a second and then we'll tell everybody goodnight. How about that? That way everybody can have the rest of their evening and go to bed. Does that sound good?
I'm a party pooper.
No, you're not. You've been up. Dad had surgery. Gershon does not know what his evening is going to hold.
Yeah, because I can get called at any moment. So.
That's right, because you're getting 13 feet of snow.
Yeah, he's getting 13. You could possibly be getting 13 feet of snow.
Yeah.
So let's put Gershon backstage for just a second. We'll tell all of our beautiful family good night, and we'll come right back.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, Gershon. All right. Thank you, family. We appreciate every single one of you being here. Do you want to say anything, sis?
if we don't talk to you guys, everybody have a wonderful holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Thank you for supporting us through this.
We love you guys.
Yep. Love you.
Good night.
Night, guys.